Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back with another Starcraft 2 1 versus 1 AI cast. We have got ourselves two great AIs here. Or bots, whatever you want to call them. I was just thinking that as I started recording this video. I'll delve more into that in a little bit. In the top left anyway, we have got Ketroc bot. Probably one of the most infamous bots out there. I've played that bad boy myself, and it is a bit of a tough bot. And in the bottom right, it's BombShaker. BombShaker, definitely a bot that I've cast a few times in recent videos on the channel. And so, it's going to be a bit of a test for BombShaker. I feel like Ketroc's bot is one of the best bots when it comes to wanting to test your bot, as it's very stable. And so, yeah, we'll see how BombShaker's going to do. Going for a command center first. I love it. That's one of the ways you can play against a turtle bot. But then Ketroc's bot actually goes through the exact same strategy, so not really going to be an advantage there. So maybe these two bots should just keep it going and just take more and more command centers all over the place. Anyway, so let's see. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, before we get too far into this match, go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a comment down below that says more bots, or what sort of bot strategy do you think would be the best? Like, I was thinking about, like, oh, maybe you could do a Protoss one that really used batteries and Tempests, sort of similar to that Turtle Terran Raven efficiency style, due to the high range of the Tempests and shield batteries. I was thinking maybe you could do something like that. But, yeah. Subscribe if you haven't, and consider becoming a YouTube member. We're currently at eight members, so I'm going to be doing 8 videos a month. Sort of an incentive there for myself and for you guys, I suppose, too. But it is a great way to support the channel. And yeah, going on a little bit more into what I was talking about earlier, it's like, these are bots. I don't think you can really argue against it, but then, well, because they are just more typical scripted program bots, of course they're all developed differently. But then there are some bots that do use machine learning. The name of that Zerg one escapes me. And then of course Alpha Star was AI. But then it's like, it's sort of like that line. It's like, how advanced does a bot have to be before you can kind of call it AI? I'm sure someone actually has got a much better answer for that than I can provide, as I don't read papers or things like that. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, these bots are becoming so advanced, so much work has been put into them, that they do look like AI. And unfortunately, it's one of those cruel things when it comes to the YouTube algorithm, because that's actually what got me thinking about this as I was recording this. It's like, I was going back, I'm like, oh man, are people going to be more likely to click on a video if you call it an AI, or are they not going to? And it's one of those things. It's an interesting sort of moral debate, right? Because like, it's almost clickbait if you go, oh, these are AIs. It's like, yeah, they kind of are, but they're not quite. However, some of them are. I don't know, you tell me. Or is AI really just an incredibly advanced bot with like infinite if statements, sort of sanded down? Anyway, so enough of that musing. We've got basically direct mirror builds here between these two, BombShaker and Ketroc, and they're looking really, really similar. Like, I don't believe they're developed by the same author. By Ketroc, I don't think. I'd have to double check. They just happen to be going for very, very similar strategies. Just one starport, however, for BombShaker, 2 for Ketroc. And so we've got ourselves a dirty TVT on our hands, in which both of these bots have gone for a planetary fortress at the natural, using pretty much Terran's most, I'm not going to say abusable, but most useful in-game mechanic when it comes to defense. Like, these planetary fortresses, trying to program your bot to break one of these, it's almost impossible. They have a 1500 HP pool. SCVs can be pulled to repair them, and somehow you've got to program your bot to go, yes, I need to commit into this, or your bot will just trickle in and lose everything. So it's like, it's a nightmare to try and program around these things. Now, of course, tanks can sort of whittle them down slowly if you starve your opponent of resources or kill all the SCVs. That is ways to deal with them. But it's almost like whenever we see a planetary go down in an AI game, it usually is more just like happenstance. Like, say the bot runs out of minerals. We haven't really seen too many bots programmed to be like, yes, I can break this planetary and charge on in. Maybe one of those Protoss ones with their large amount of immortals and stalkers do it. But, like, it's not like we ever see in bot matches 20 Marines stim into a location like this and kill the planetary without all dying. No. So anyway, we have got 2 siege tanks at the base for Ketroc, 2 at the base for BombShaker. And as I'm watching this, I'm like, are these bots programmed by the same author? Because they are so similar. I might just have to check that. Yeah, let me just take a quick look-see. Do I still have it up? Yes, I actually do still have it up. Oh yeah, the bot is based on Ketroc's Mass Raven build. However, it doesn't actually say if it's written by Ketroc. No, it's not submitted. One's programmed in Python, one's programmed in Java, so they do have their differences. But BombShaker's a fanboy of Ketroc's bot, basically, and so we're gonna see whether the I guess the apprentice can do it better than the master. It really is impressive, though, how much work has been put into these bots. Ketroc's bot really is now starting to build up a big air fleet in this game. I haven't talked too much about this game, but it's my YouTube channel. I can do whatever I want. And so we've got a couple of Ravens popping on out here. The Viking count's going up for Ketroc. BombShaker is going for more Cyclones on the ground, which definitely are a way to counter air units, but the problem is if these Cyclones do run into the tanks, we haven't seen really anything go down this game. And so it's an incredibly passive match. Grezvan is the map we're on, so quite a few bases for these bots to take. And then these bots do tend to expand a lot. Ketroc's bot is really good at taking command centers all over the place, floating them all over the place. And I must say, it probably is incredibly satisfying when you're programming one of these AIs to have it do something like build a command center, float it over perfectly, and then land and start mining. It's like that's incredible that people program bots like this. And so Ketroc's bot is expanding quicker than that of BombShaker. BombShaker is building up a decent number of resources, so we'll see if it goes for its own 4th base too, or whether it is going to play more passive. Ketroc's bot, yeah, is macroing up a lot harder than BombShaker, which can be problematic when you're playing similar styles. Now, as far as the builds go, it is a lot of Ravens, Vikings for Ketroc's bot. A lot of Ravens, really. My gosh, it's going up to 5 starports. And what's that other? No, okay, yeah, 5 starports in total. High-sec auto-tracking is on the way. I don't believe BombShaker gets this upgrade for itself, which is something that I consider a mistake. Like, auto-turrets with the extra range. We've got planetaries with the building armor, too, potentially later on. Oh, and there is high-sec auto-tracking actually coming down for BombShaker, so that's good. It really will help the turrets and the planetaries defend this location. BombShaker was having a bit of a hard time tossing down that turret, but it did get it on the way. Music is already enabled. We have got command centers on the way here for Ketroc, so taking more and more bases. The expanding behavior of Ketroc's bot is phenomenal. And that is one way to program a bot so that it just keeps on expanding. It really is the best way to make use of the unlimited APM the bots have. Now, of course, that can't... Oh my gosh! Look at those auto turrets. That was just unlimited turrets, my gosh. Just spammed out in seconds, and that is the bot power. And so, we see Ketroc's bot just expanding all over the place. Some auto turrets are queued up. There does seem to be a little bit of derpage always with these bots when that happens. But yeah, look at this. Ketroc's bot has taken all the bases. And soon it becomes... the bot will expand more than the opponent can possibly kill them off. That type thing. The risk with this strategy is, though, when your bot does sort of start expanding itself to death, like sending SCVs to a base non-stop, that is something that you really want to have a check for, and Ketroc's bot seems to be pretty decent for that. But I believe I have seen it kill itself by over-macroing in the past. This base is under fire. We see auto turrets getting tossed down for Ketroc's spot, trying to defend this location. The Banshees and Cyclones, however, of BombShaker coming on in, locking on. We don't see a Raven die yet, but I get the feeling that this planetary is not going to get up. It does lift off. There's that good behavior from Ketroc's spot saying, oh, that base could possibly die. Pull it back. It does die anyway, but fantastic programming. Auto turrets galore getting tossed down. Cyclones getting chewed up by those turrets. Oh, this is going to be a tough one for me to commentate. I can tell already. Two bots approaching maxed out. Ketroc's bot is taking a bit of bruising, losing that base. Looks like a Cyclone will kill off one of the Ravens. Now, it's not like Ketroc's bot's going to get tilted after losing that one Raven. So it really is all going to be about the cost efficiency here. So far, Ketroc's bot has lost a little bit more resources. That being said, though, it is taking quite literally all the bases. BombShaker is not. So BombShaker's already taken all of its locations, 6 bases in total. Ketroc's bot has got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Working on a 9th base that's being repaired by these SCVs. Great behavior there. The building armor really going to be effective. Now, problem is it's pretty much unlimited repair against unlimited auto turrets with the energy on these Ravens. The auto turrets of BombShaker did target down the SCVs. That's great behavior to see. So this planetary going to need lots of love. Ketroc's bot also floating over another command center to take this base. So now that will put it with a big base lead over BombShaker. So at some point, BombShaker's going to need to be a lot more cost efficient than Ketroc's bot, or take more bases if it's going to win. We'll see if it's going to pull that off. Hellions are coming on in. They can target down the SCVs, but the planetary will chew through them pretty handily. A lot of turrets being tossed down. The planetary fortress babies are basically just there to hang out. It's a good thing that Starcraft 2 does not have. It's a good thing that Starcraft 2 does not have the long-lasting auto turrets anymore. Otherwise, these bots would just be ridiculous. The map could just be covered in auto turrets. Anyway, auto turrets, yeah, killing off some of BombShaker's units. How many Ravens have died on each side? 3 to 1. BombShaker has lost a lot more resources now than Ketroc's bot. And so, yeah, the mass expand for Ketroc's bot is looking pretty good. The worker count slightly in favor. The mining is much higher for Ketroc's bot, at least in the mineral front. Gas-wise, BombShaker's actually doing better. But yeah, Ketroc's bot mining more. The planetary count is currently 9 to 5. Oh man, I wish I worked 9 to 5. Orbital command count still very low for both of these bots. I'm curious to see if Ketroc's bot will get up some command centers, some extra ones, and make them orbitals. And it actually is doing that now, it appears. So that's good to see. Will BombShaker do the same? Doesn't look like it. BombShaker floating over its command center right into these turrets. That base is taken and it can clearly see that. So it may want to abandon that. This base is going to get pushed away. The default Starcraft AI, I think, is what's pushing that away. Or is it actually driving it away itself? No, it's actually commanding that to get out of there. These turrets for Ketroc's bot are doing a lot of work, though. BombShaker coming on in, tossing down auto turrets all over the place, but there's no Vikings for BombShaker, really. So how are you going to beat your opponent's Viking Raven count with auto turrets? That's the question. Ketroc's bot really is looking superior here, and it does have more work put into it over the long term, and that's really showing through here. Cyclone getting some work done for BombShaker, hanging out there. The Magfield Accelerator, really good upgrade. Allows those air units to be picked off quite handily. Now, Cyclones may just be the way to go for BombShaker. If you're going to try and defeat this army at Ketroc, they can lock on, they can retreat potentially, and it is getting some work done. It does eat a shot from the planetary, but there we go, locking onto another Raven, bruising them up a bit. As yeah, I don't think the Ravens of BombShaker are going to get too much done. It's also making Hellions, which is an odd choice, but I suppose that this may be more natural when it comes to, oh my gosh, I love how Ketroc's bot decides it's turret time, and it's like, yes, all the turrets at once. Yeah, it may be that BombShaker's bot isn't programmed with this in mind. That's why it's making the Hellions, as they're not going to do too much, mainly be a mineral sink with 29 of them going down already, so that's almost 3,000 minerals lost. And yeah, we see the lack of Vikings definitely hurting BombShaker. Ketroc bot still has the more bases. I think it's pretty safe to say that Ketroc's bot should come out ahead here unless there's some major buggage or strategy change. Like, the auto turrets are getting some work done for BombShaker, but they're not killing too much off, honestly. The main thing that Ketroc's bot is losing is SCVs. Like, it's only lost the one Raven. It's going to be maxed out soon. It's making 14 SCVs at a time, as it does keep losing them. Raven does go down to the Cyclone, so another kill there for BombShaker. BombShaker is making more Cyclones, so they are getting some work done. Resources lost, though, still drastically in favor of Ketroc's bot. The 14 SCVs at a time is kind of what I was talking about when Ketroc's bot has macroed itself to death in the past. More turrets getting put up. These SCVs, the APM in these bots is just incredible. And I do kind of want to highlight earlier, when BombShaker was attacking in that base, into this base, and killed it, that was a really cool attack. The fact that the bot was like, oh yeah, base there, let's go in and kill that thing now. Cyclone's still doing what they can, but BombShaker is not playing efficiently enough. It's losing units to auto turrets, to the planetaries. FPF up to 10 kills, and the units that BombShaker is making are not cheap, and eventually BombShaker is going to run out of steam. Like, Ketroc's bot has got way more resources at its disposal. It's not necessarily mining all the minerals, but it's mining a lot of gas. It's also dropping mules too, where there is no such mules for BombShaker. More and more Ravens being made for BombShaker, but yeah, the efficiency just isn't there for it, unfortunately. Ketroc's bot is doing wonderful for itself. It really goes to show how it is the late game king. Okay, Ravens moving in for Ketroc's bot, gonna toss down some turrets, hit the planetary fortress. If BombShaker loses a base, that's gonna be really problematic. Cyclones are locking on and killing off the odd Ravens, so, I mean, BombShaker is doing some things right, but just the Raven strategy against the Raven Viking strategy is a hard counter, and bots don't make those adjustments once they're programmed. Oh my gosh, look at all those auto turrets. How many? Oh, it doesn't show them, but that's so many auto turrets. The APM in these bots really allows the auto turrets to be tossed down en masse. BombShaker loses that one base. Is Ketroc's bot gonna take it, or is BombShaker gonna take it? I'm a little sad the music hasn't been coming through. I mean, there's lots of stuff going on, but yeah. I got continuous music checked. Oh, music, where art thou? Okay, it is there. It's just quiet, I suppose. Turn that up a little bit. Anyway, yeah, BombShaker losing workers, losing resources, and all of a sudden it looks like that things are just falling apart for the blue bot. And we could kind of see this one coming, but yeah, Ketroc's bot just showing how it's the king. I do love that BombShaker saw Ketroc's bot, or the author of BombShaker saw Ketroc's bot and was like, I'm going to try and do that. Maybe do it a little bit better. And we'll see if there is going to be more work put into it. As the author said, it does need some more work. And yeah, Ketroc's bot coming in, now going to be stealing the base of BombShaker. That's the 20,000 APM base steal right there. Auto turrets against auto turrets, you gotta love it. Both of them did get building armor and high-sec auto tracking, so that's good to see. But yeah, BombShaker falling in supply, losing a lot of units at this point. Ketroc's bot's traded out with about 22,000 resources more efficiently. It has pretty much all the bases on the map. BombShaker is in a spot of bother, and I think we know who wins this one, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm gonna just put it into fast forward a little bit here. As, yeah, like, this has been a great showcase of how good Ketroc's bot is. Like, if you guys try and play against this on ladder, or not on ladder, it's tough. I did a video of it on this channel, of trying to beat it, and I got spanked the first game against it, and then I really had to change up my strategy the second one, because it's such a good bot. Now, BombShaker is a really fun bot to watch as well, so we do see it moving around. It's got its Ravens, it's got its Banshees, and its Cyclones. It may actually kill this base of Ketroc's. Oh my gosh, there's Ketroc's bot, though. I love how when it elects to just throw down the turrets, It's like all the turrets, you know? It's an all or nothing kind of bot. This base does go down, which is nice to see. So BombShaker is striking back despite being at half the supply of Ketroc. Another Cyclone coming on in, trying to prevent Ketroc from taking the space, and it is doing that so far. More and more auto turrets gonna go down, so like, there is things that BombShaker is doing right, but then it's just the auto turrets and the Vikings are really wrecking the Raven count. I mean, it's been 45 Ravens dead to 7. So you guys tell me where the slight change needs to be. Maybe if BombShaker had gone for a few more auto turrets, I don't know how well exactly they do, or yeah, how well they do against how well they do against the air units, and by auto turrets I mean missile turrets. The programming really is good for Ketroc's AI, as it does just take a base as soon as one's free. We see this base be free and SCV heads over right away. Looks like BombShaker isn't giving it up just yet, although the SCVs are repairing this PF, so looks like this one will get up. The base has been successfully stolen. Now the turrets are going up. A lot of turrets are going down. And the fun thing about these bots is that they will fight till the absolute end. Oh my gosh, look at all those mules getting dropped. That is disgusting. This one auto turret's like, what do I shoot? The mule's gonna long distance steal that money, but surprisingly not as long distance as you think with this other base being stolen, so yeah, what a great game between these two. A little bit slow burn as far as these AIs go, but in case you're wondering what's going on every minute of the Starcraft 2 ladder, this is the sort of battle that's happening between these bots. But yeah, hit that like button if you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe, hit that bell icon, consider becoming a YouTube member. And yeah, I shall see you guys next time. Just gonna see this through. Auto turrets galore. I mean, BombShaker was building up in supply, but unfortunately it's a losing matchup. As my PC melts as it tries to fast forward. Oh my gosh, Ketroc's bots even dropping the mules on BombShaker's base. That's just BM, but it is a viable strategy. We don't see as much of that in Legacy of the Void these days. We saw a lot of that in Heart of the Swarm. Turrets killing that. I wonder if I can convert my minerals into Bitcoin, says Ketroc. If only. If only. How much would that be worth? 1 mineral per Bitcoin, 20,000 Bitcoin? That'd probably be like a cool billion or something like that. I actually don't know. It's been a while since I checked the Bitcoin price.